What is virtual DOM and how does it change HTML? Imagine you're building a house and every time you want to make a change, you have to tear down the entire wall and rebuild it. That sounds slow and exhausting, right? Well, in web development, changing HTML content can sometimes feel just like that. But there's a clever trick called the Virtual Document Object Model, or Virtual DOM for short, that makes updates much faster and smoother. The virtual DOM is like a lightweight copy of the real DOM, which is the browser's way of organizing all the HTML elements on a web page. Instead of directly changing the actual web page every time something updates, frameworks like React or Vue.js create this in-memory version that mimics the real one. Think of it as a draft version where you can make all your edits without messing up the actual house. When a user interacts with a web page, like clicking a button or submitting a form, the app updates the virtual DOM first. It then compares this new version with the previous one to see what exactly has changed. This comparison process is called diffing. It's like comparing two drafts to find out what words or images are different. Once the differences are identified, the framework figures out the smallest set of changes needed to update the real web page. Instead of reloading the entire page, only those specific parts are altered. This process is called reconciliation. It's like fixing just the broken window instead of rebuilding the whole house. This method makes web pages react faster because updating the real DOM is usually slow. Every time the DOM changes, the browser has to recalculate styles, layouts, and repainted the screen. By updating only what's necessary, the virtual DOM reduces this workload, making websites more responsive and efficient. From a developer's point of view, the virtual DOM simplifies the process. Instead of writing complex code to directly manipulate HTML elements, you write what the interface should look like for a given state. The framework then takes care of figuring out how to make those changes happen behind the scenes. In essence, the virtual DOM changes how HTML content gets updated by acting as a middleman. It detects what needs to change using the diffing algorithm and applies only those updates to the real web page. This approach results in faster, smoother interactions, especially on dynamic sites where content updates often. So, the virtual DOM is a smart tool that helps web developers build faster, more interactive websites without sacrificing performance.